Welcome back. 9:13 now. The pandemic has left many people struggling to get a handle on their finances, and now a lot of families are struggling to get out of debt. But there are some strategies that you can use to help you and your family out. And joining us this morning to share her advice is author and financial expert Rachel Cruze. She is also the daughter of course, the very famous Dave Ramsey. Good to see you. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Good morning. Doing well. Thanks for having me.
So this is a problem a lot of people are having right now, right? You can't make ends meet. You go to the grocery store, you can't afford the inflation on all the prices. You use your credit card, and you do that enough times, and all of a sudden you're in deep trouble.
Absolutely. Debt is something that just sneaks up on us. You know, it is an avenue at which we say, okay, well, we'll just, swipe the credit card here. We need a new car. We'll get a car loan. And then you look up and you are deeply in debt. And so being free from debt, not owing anyone anything, by having a plan gives you such freedom and a lot of options.
But having a plan is not always easy, right? Maybe you don't always get the best guidance. So what type of plan do you suggest to people?
Well, I would first start with a budget. And when I say a budget, people cringe and they're like, no. But listen, a budget is permission to spend. A budget gives you control over your income. So you want to start with a zero-based budget, which means your income for the month minus all of your expenses, including giving and saving, should equal zero. So every dollar coming in is assigned to a category. So doing that budget, you can do it on a sheet of paper. You can do it through our app, Every Dollar, which is amazing. Anything that you can do that gives you the intentionality with every dollar is so key.
You talk about paying off your debt using sort of the debt snowball. What is that exactly?
So the debt snowball is where you're going to list out all of your debts, smallest to largest, regardless of the interest rates. Pay minimum payments on everything and attack that smallest debt. And you want to attack them by doing that budget like we talked about and cutting things out of the budget, saying, we're not going to go shopping, we're not going to go out to eat, we're going to throw as much money as possible at that smallest debt. Then once it's paid off, you're going to take everything you were putting on that to the second smallest debt. And we find that people are getting out of debt in 18 to 24 months on average.
Wow. I mean, that does make perfect sense. I mean, right? Because the more that you're paying, extra, all those interest rates, it's like just taking money and throwing it away.
Absolutely. And by doing, honestly, the idea of paying off the smallest debt first, what ends up happening is that you have hope, that you actually know, okay, I can do this. And there is something to be said about the human spirit. When you know that you can do it and you get those quick wins, that helps you through the process.
I just want to go back real quick to, you talked about, eliminating things from your budget that you don't need, like the eating out thing, right? That's huge. That's a place where else do we spend a lot of money needlessly?
It's amazing these days how many subscriptions and memberships that we have that we don't even realize. So I want you to go back and look at your bank account and say, okay, what am I spending every single month? Look at the last 3 months. And it's amazing the things that you are doing, even $10, $15, $20, $30 here or there that you don't realize. And so by doing the budget, what it's going to do is going to give you purpose. And you're going to be able to say, okay, here's exactly where my money's going. And when you're doing that, then you're going to be able to look and say, wow, I haven't been to the gym in 6 months. Maybe we cut that for 6 months. My kids, I have 18 subscriptions on our TV to all of these TV subscriptions. Maybe you cut all of those but one. And so just looking at every dollar again will give you such power.
Yeah, it's such good advice. Always great to talk to you, Rachel Cruze, author and great expert on so many things about getting out of debt. Good to see you, Rachel.
Thank you so much. Good to see you as well.
Take care.
Some good tips for sure.